This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado. I am here at Kraftwork Design. Since 2001, they have been providing excellent craftsmanship and integrity to every project and service for folks here in Denver and surrounding areas. I am here with the owner. Let's speak a little bit about yourself. It sounds like you've been doing this for a long time. Although you broke out at turn of the century, 2001, many years before that, you've been involved in this type of industry. How did you get involved doing this?
Well, Gary, I started off out of college, actually learned the business working with my uncle. From there, really just started my own thing and have enjoyed it ever since.
Natural progression, basically, to go out and start dealing with people one-on-one. Quite honestly, the home, our house, it's probably one of the biggest investments any one of us can make. Obviously, when the time comes to get some work done, why is it important that consumers turn to a company that has the experience to take control of a project, enjoys taking control, is not afraid of the details? You could almost say finicky would be a benefit here. Why is that important for them?
Well, it's important because there's a lot of people out there that don't really pay as much attention to detail as they should. And those people probably shouldn't be in this business, but there are a lot that are. So again, it's important when you're searching for a contractor to know that there's integrity behind that contractor, and reviews help a lot. This day and age, there's a lot of online reviews and whatnot that helps people determine that.
Excellent. From a consumer standpoint, I have a job I want done. I have big visions of what I want, yet at the same time, I'm budget conscious. Share with me a little bit right away from the get-go how you're able to save consumers, because you're eliminating the salesperson. I mean, that's a big chunk of the commission right there. Tell me how that benefits them.
Basically, the way we work is the salespeople will need the commission, and that's not a bad thing, but I prefer to keep it simple, keep the overhead low. I deal with all my customers myself or Kara. And so when I go out to see the customers, they know that they're going to deal directly with me the entire time. And it means a lot to me because I can't screw up. I can't have bad reviews. I can't have unhappy customers. And so really there's a checks and balances there. And that helps the customer not only with pricing, but knowing that they're getting the integrity that they need, because I've got skin in the game.
Absolutely. Just like one of our past presidents, the buck stops here and it begins here as well. Let me ask you, the consumers, do they appreciate they're able to put carefully outlined steps for them, letting them know what's going on, not only communicating on the front end, but also daily throughout the project, making sure that you're staying on budget as well as pretty much staying on time?
They do. They appreciate that a lot. And again, with dealing directly with an owner, I get calls sometimes in the evening and I'll answer calls at 7 p.m. Not to say that I want to have that be a habit, but it does happen. And I really bend over backwards to make sure the customers are well informed, make sure that we're coming in on budget every time, on time, and really providing the best product and service possible.
Not only that, but there's no communication loss. I mean, you're dealing with them at the front end, you're there at the end with them. I imagine this industry is really important to get the job done right the first time. Not only saves you some stress, but also saves you some money in the long run.
That's true. And the more people involved, the more opportunity to have the job not turn out correctly. So basically, they deal with me, I deal with my guys that are doing the work, and that's it. There's not 10 people involved, and it really takes the red tape out of it, and the communication is key.
A general contractor, you do quite a bit of work out there. We're going to discuss some of those. Let's talk about some of your specialties. Let's start at the top. Roofing. That's something important to us here in Colorado. We're used to the elements, some major snow hitting us. Tell us how you're able to help folks there.
So with roofing, we do quite a bit of insurance work. And what's nice about that with my customers is they don't have to necessarily deal as much with the insurance company, whereas I can come in and negotiate with the insurance company, actually meet the adjuster, get the correct numbers from the adjuster rather than having them really kind of lowball the deal for the customer. And that way the customer is assured that they're getting really what they deserve. You know, their premiums every month, and they deserve to get correct, replace whatever was damaged. And I'm there to kind of help them and make sure they get what they need.
Nice having a professional in their corner, because that's not something people do all the time. Obviously, as a contractor, safety is job number one, especially when it comes to roofing. Why should that be important for consumers, though, making sure they're dealing with a company that is fully insured?
Well, that's very important, because really, if something were to happen and someone were to, say, fall off of a roof, which that could very well happen, the next person they go after is the homeowner. So if someone doesn't have insurance, and bottom dollar is important, but it's not worth skimping and hiring a company that doesn't have what they need as far as insurance goes.
Excellent. Basically, all of your guys are trained technicians up on the roof. Are they able to pretty much deal with any type of roof, or at least some of the more popular ones here in Colorado?
Yeah, we deal pretty much with every type of roofing situation. We do some commercial as well, but mostly residential.
Wonderful. One of the major facelifts we can give our home is obviously a coat of paint on the outside, but what about those folks that are looking for a more permanent solution than paint? They're looking at siding. Tell me what you offer for them as well.
Sure. So in some of the old homes, you've got what's called pressed hardboard siding, and that siding is inexpensive and builders like to use that. The problem with that is that it collects moisture and it can start to bubble out. That's when I get the telephone call. And people want to deal with a product that doesn't have or virtually any maintenance. So we offer vinyl siding, we offer cement board siding, and that's really pretty much the two that we focus on. But with either of those, you end up with zero to a little bit of maintenance.
Very little maintenance. I mean, cement, we're talking about something that's even flame retardant, which is great for folks. Why is it important for them, before they make a purchase like that, important for them to sit down and get educated from a professional like yourself so they know exactly what they're getting?
That's very important because really, when I come out and speak with someone, I assess the situation, then I make my determination as far as what I think they should have. And of course, they're the ones that make the final decision. But if I'm out there to discuss that with them, I can actually educate them completely on any of the products, and then they can really make an educated determination. And they're spending the money, and it makes sense for them to do their due diligence.
Spending the money makes sense for them. These are some big decisions for homeowners. We live in Colorado climate. The temperature can drop down to zero rather quickly. It can spike up to boiling in the summertime. Why is window replacement many times a smart decision?
Well, it's really a matter of whether you want to spend the money with the utility company throughout the time that you own the house and be in a drafty house and really not enjoy the house that you could, or whether you just want to go for it, get the windows, and enjoy the home and not spend the money or hear a lot of the noise that you typically hear. And that's kind of where we come in.
I mean, not only that, but I would say when you spend money with the utility company, you're not getting anything beautiful in return. You spend money on some beautiful windows, you got beauty, yet at the same time you're saving energy. What are some of the major manufacturers that you work with?
Well, basically, throughout the years, I've been doing this 22 years, and I've dealt with pretty much all the manufacturers out there, good part of them. And I've narrowed it down to two manufacturers that I really like because customer service is very important to me. Sure. And for me, I'm in the business of moving forward, not backwards. And so I need to make sure that I'm dealing with a product that I can trust. And in turn, my homeowners know that they can trust. And so typically I'll deal with a company by the name of Simonton, which there's a few windows behind me here. Plygym is another good one. They're also behind me here, some of these windows. And they're both companies that have been around for a long time, and they actually back the product with standard 50-year warranty.
Like we said before, it's more than just keeping the energy in and out. It's also about beauty. Obviously, Kara, when it comes to windows, this is the place that people want their windows beautiful when they look through them, but at the same time, they want to be able to close them up. Tell me about coverings and what you offer there.
Well, the nice thing is James provides so many things for interior and exterior, but then it's nice to bring a design element to what he can provide to his customers, and that's what I can help do. And with that can be a utility for the window, something that's helping with not only your replacement windows to help with the heat gain, and also you want to make something more beautiful. And there's so many different options in the commodities that we offer. We do shades, shutters, and blinds, draperies. So it really just depends on what that customer needs are. And that's what I do is I'll go in home and give them a consultation, see what their needs are, see what their budget is, and then provide them with what they...
Very cool. I mean, obviously, there's not only multiple colors that people are able to deal with anymore, but even multiple materials. I mean, what are some of the materials that people are able to choose from once they sit down with you and decide what the best choice is?
There are so many different options when it comes to different materials. We do live in Colorado, and we have amazing views. So sometimes shutters might not be their best choice, and so maybe it's going to be a roller shade, or maybe it's a top-down, bottom-up honeycomb shade, or maybe it's just draperies, whatever that window needs. I think that's something that I can provide and help the customer so they're not throwing their money into something they think they need, because that's my job.
Absolutely. It's a big thing for people to look through magazines and get some ideas, but yet again, you as a professional, a consultant, are able to go in and really ask the key questions. How this room is going to be used, who's going to be in it. Is the consultation something that you provide complimentary?
That's something that I think that everyone should provide. But to me, I like to have intimate connections with my customers and really try to understand what they need for their design aspect, because this is a big purchase and investment. They probably do it once or twice in a lifetime.
Absolutely. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. First of all, on the website, you can check out all the services they provide out there. Like I said, we're talking about a general contractor here. They can go in, do remodelings, you name it, bathrooms, basements, everything in between, but they have a lot of specialties in Colorado. They've been doing it for many years. They got an A+ rating out there on the Better Business Bureau. Check out the reviews online. That's how we found them. So this is a company where you are dealing with the owner straight up, right in front of you, and that only makes for a better deal for everyone. You're going to get a job that really you can be proud of. You got talking about integrity is something that has been important for you. General contracting, every size of job out there, you're able to handle basements, bathrooms, add-ons. These are a great way for people to add value to their home.
Absolutely. Again, the integrity part, to a fault sometimes, bend over backwards for my customers, and they really appreciate it. It makes for a really nice interaction with my customers, and I enjoy my customers quite a bit.
Let me ask you this. Denver, you basically made your home here. You can just tell the passion. You enjoy servicing people. You enjoy listening to people, and obviously that's why you get it done right the first time. Has this been rewarding work for you?
It's been fantastic. Like any small business owner, it's always had its ups and downs. Really, I couldn't ask for a more better situation. I've met so many great people throughout the years, and I've developed great relationships with them, and I get calls back years later for other items, a lot of referrals, and I've made some personal friends with my customers as well.
Excellent. Last time, viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. Check out their website. You can set up a consultation right there. They will come out and find what it is exactly you need for your business or your residence as well. Check them out online. Check out their Facebook. Keep you apprised of some of the projects and things they're working on. This is a company that basically began at turn of the century, 2001, servicing folks here in Denver, Colorado, because quality is our craft. This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.